Yes, hi there. These comments are for Ela1, ELA. Thank you for doing the first practice test over at my 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. Now remember, don't forget this. The rule that I have at my VoxyPop site is to post one practice test per day. So I have several reasons for doing this. The most important reason is once you do a practice test, you want to get some feedback from me or one of my workers. We'll give you a score, we'll give you some suggestions, we'll even give you some recommended lessons that you can focus on to get better. So what you do is you take our suggestions, you review some of those lessons, then using that information you've learned, you come back to the discussion group and make a second practice test. But there's a time period between doing the first one and the second one, or the second and the third, so you don't want to just jump into that and do all of your practice tests at the same time. So that's really not the best way, I think, to improve your TOEFL speaking score, because if you do 6 or 7 practice tests at the same time, you could be doing all the wrong things over and over 7 or 8 times in a row, and that's going to reinforce those problems, and it'll be even more difficult to stop doing those things when you take the TOEFL. So that's the first main reason why I have only one practice test per day. Now the second reason is I have about 209 subscribers right now at my website. I cannot have everybody posting 7 or 8 practice tests at the same time. It would be impossible for me to grade all of those, and of course if I did allow that, I would have to charge a lot more money for my service. So right now, I'm only charging $35 a month, and I only need one other worker to help me. So I can't hire 10 or 12 different people to help me score all of these speaking or writing practice tests, because I'm not making that much money to do that. But does that make sense? So it's not cost effective, and it's not very learning. It's not a really good learning type thing to try to do them all at the same time. So I appreciate you respecting that particular rule at my website. Okay, let's get right down to the question now. So the question that you're answering here is, describe a place you visited as a child, and then what is your favorite memory while visiting that place? So I think that you spoke more in generalities or generalizations. I don't think that you gave enough specific description of the mountain. You didn't tell me the name of the mountain. You didn't tell me if there were trees or snow or rocks or dirt or any kinds of other bushes there. So you didn't really describe this place that you visited. And I think you need to be a little more specific also as you answer the second part of the question, which is, what is your favorite memory? Now, having said that, you have pretty good control, I think, of your vocabulary and your grammar. So I don't think there's any huge problems in that area based on, what I just listened to. So I think in terms of the actual TOEFL and the IBT rubrics, if we look at delivery, language use, and topic development, I think topic development, not everything that you said is relevant to the task that you were being asked to speak about. So you didn't really completely answer the question, so that's going to cause you some trouble. I think with delivery, which is your pronunciation, you're speaking too slowly, too carefully. So you definitely want to go back to, if you haven't studied these lessons, go back to my Speak Clearly part of the course, which is my second step of my 7-step system, and you want to pay really close attention to the lessons involving thought groups and blending. So you're having a lot of trouble with that right now, so you definitely need to improve your pacing, I think your tone a little bit, and it would make it easier to understand what you're saying. So because of some problems in your delivery and also with your topic development, this particular score, I'm going to give you 20 points out of 30, or 2.66 out of 4. So I would definitely recommend that you review my pronunciation lessons 26 through 40. I would also recommend that you review my speaking lesson number 2. And really, when you look at lesson number 2, you want to focus on topic statements and how to create a sharply focused topic statement based on the task that you're being asked to answer.